Hey everybody, it is Margaret, and I am here with Jeff Cosfrog and Michael Treasure Gnome, and we are going to be talking about merch. Joe could not make it today. He had something come up with work, so he could not come on. And I threw an open invite out to Glenn and Yong if they were available to come over and jump in if they could. So you guys want to say hey?
What's going on?
Okay.
Happy middle of the week.
Yeah, and I don't know if we've come on since the new year or anything, but hey, happy new year, everybody.
Yeah.
So since we talked last time, they have opened up the ability to upload shirts for some of us. Some of us have been able to upload for a while now. I'm not pointing any fingers. Him. So how's that going?
It's going good. The good news is I think more and more people are getting unlocked to upload now, but I think I was lucky. I got it out of the gates and I was able to do 20 a day. I better not say this. People are going to get mad at me.
No, if they get mad, it's just because they're jealous. I am so happy for you. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I'm a little mad. I'm mostly happy.
Yeah. But it's had its I've had my difficulties too with chasing trends lately because there's been a lot of them that I wanted to get on. So I'll get into that later in the show and give you guys a tip on something not to do.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. How about you, Jeff? How's that going?
Yeah, I got unlocked again last week. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I was talking to Catherine and we both got unlocked at the same time, and I can do 3 a day, and I'm 500 tiered. So I heard people that are like 25 or 100 are doing 2 a day. So
yeah. And
I haven't even used that. So tip is they don't roll over. So if you don't use 3 a day, you don't get 6 the next day. So
yeah, that's why first thing I do now when I wake up is get my 3 on there, because I was designing when it was locked down. So I have a whole folder full of designs, so I can just shoot them up there already. But yeah, I'm at the 500 tier with 3 a day as well. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I think I'm at the 4,000 tier with 20 a day, but it's been really nice to have that many uploads, but it's also been, I never used to upload even 10 a day. So now since everyone, it's kind of like throttled. I've been uploading more than I ever have. So I'm like kind of getting tired of uploading and running out of ideas, because when you're doing that many a day, I feel like when you have 20 slots, I've just felt like, oh, I got to get them uploaded. I don't want to waste them, even though it's a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure people are saying, poor Mike.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. Since I've been unlocked, I've only uploaded 4. And I only had 3 waiting. I did another one yesterday. But I'm still catching up to Q4. It's a nice problem to have. I'm still mega shipping crap, and
that's awesome though.
That's good.
It's slowing down. It's starting to slow down a little bit, so I'm hoping I can start doing other things like more shirts. But
let me say hey in the chat real quick, because we have some friends watching over there. We have Henry. Hello, Henry. Hey, Jason T. Smith. How are you? Yes, some people still have a real job. Pardon me. Hey, HB Picker and Jackie. How's it going? So, how Q4 for me, like my sales were like a dream, and I was only hoping that things would continue that way forever. But no, they haven't. Things have sort of settled back down. So, how have your Januaries looked so far? Really?
For merch,
yeah.
Everything else is still, like I said, still going, but I'm back to just a couple shirts a day.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, January slowed down quite a bit. It's still doing good, but after seeing like August through December kicking really hard, it's definitely slowed down to more than I've used to even from May last year. I'm doing about the numbers I was doing in May last year. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine have gone like because before December, I was doing about 3 a day or so, averaging about. And so I'm doing averaging about 4 a day now, so it's pretty good still. I mean, I can't complain because this time last year, I shared the numbers in the group, Merch Minds, I think. I mean, I was looking, well, how much did I make in December or January last year on merch? It was like $7. So, yeah, I'm good.
Better.
Yeah, totally. And then the payouts just came out, our December payouts.
Mm-hmm.
And mine, I know we were talking about this before the show, mine was about a little over $150 more than what I anticipated. And we were kind of talking about how they do that. Can you give a rundown of that? Because I wasn't even sure about that.
Go ahead.
Or how we think they do that.
Who do you want to do this? Do you want to do it, Jeff?
No, you were talking about how they do the cutoff for pay.
Oh, okay. So from what I've seen, when you look at your dashboard and you look at the running, say you were to analyze your shirt sold from the 1st to the 30th of a month, and then you go to your payout schedule, it never adds up. It's usually either lower or higher by some amount. And the closest thing that I've came up with, and I've heard other people say on the official forums, is they kind of pay out after the pay period. It's like a rolling after the payout. So it's kind of fluctuated between that and then yeah, but my payout this month was higher than I expected because the end of November, if you guys remember, well, for me at least, Black Friday is when it really started to kick off. And yeah, it's kind of kept up, or that kind of gave me the boost in December that I wasn't expecting, because I think I got paid out early in November, like the 25th or something. I don't recall exactly.
That's cool. And then I'd also heard, again, I'm just saying what I heard. I don't know if it's exactly true, but I've heard that they don't credit you for the amount. Let's say you sold a shirt on the 30th, but the shirt doesn't ship out until the 2nd, or for whatever reason, maybe they don't have Prime, or I don't know. So,
Yeah.
But you don't get paid for that shirt in December. You get paid for it in your January. That's just what I heard, but I don't.
I've heard of that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Who knows what they really do though?
As long as the money is coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I need a payday.
Yeah.
Amazon owes me.
Okay, Jeff, that leads right into your story. So why don't you tell about your shirt and the payout and all that? Are you ready for that or no?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think I mentioned it. I think we did have a show after the New Year's, and I mentioned that I had one shirt that took off, and then it got pulled. And I figured, I asked them why, and they finally replied back. I had Obama's little O with the red and blue stuff in the shirt, and they said I couldn't use it, which makes me mad because on my mind, that's parody, it's political, fair game, and there's 3-4 other shirts up there right now with it, so blah, 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 whatever. But I moved on.
Right.
But that shirt, and I checking the dashboard for the dates, I had numbers. I sold 131 of those shirts within 4 days, from the 27th to the 30th. And when December's numbers came out, I downloaded the December report, and the report only showed a total of 75 shirts for the whole month. So that kind of got me irked. And I thought maybe when they pulled the shirt, they didn't ship so many. They refunded the customers, but that's not the case, because on the 27th, I sold, on the 28th, I sold 34 shirts, but on the report, they only give me credit for 19. On the 29th, I sold 54 shirts. They only gave me credit for 12. So I'm hoping on Margaret's line of thinking that maybe some sizes and some colors hadn't shipped out yet, and I'm still going to get them on January's. So I kind of don't know if I should call Amazon and say WTF over, or if I should just, because it was a pulled shirt, I should just take my money and be happy. I don't know.
We'll split it with you. How about that?
Yeah. So I'm going to wait till end of January and see if they show up in January's report. I don't know.
That'll be good to know. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah. Because that was 131 shirts at $5. No, it's $4 a shirt. That's a lot of.
Yeah.
That's dinero and I'm only getting credit for 34 about 40 something shirts. Oh, yeah, I'm a little upset, but it's their
Hopefully.
sandbox. Yeah, hopefully it will come through in January and I'll move on.
Yeah. Crossing fingers. And Mike, you said you had something. Oh, what was it before the show? You were saying you had something to talk about.
Yeah, so same kind of thing. The political shirts are still trending. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but like there's a ton of them that are, I think they're doing, some of them are doing better than they had throughout the whole election right now. Like you're getting shirts that are in like the top, multiple shirts that are in the top 100 and 1,000, which I haven't seen much of. But I got on one of the trends. I'm still doing pretty good in it, but I changed up the keywords in one. And this is what I wanted to tell everyone so they don't make this mistake. If you are targeting keywords that are new to you and you're not sure exactly, I don't know why it was rejected, but I had it in like the same sentence in the 15 uploads, actually 30 uploads, because I batch uploaded them 2 days in a row, and they got stuck on a review. And then I had 15 rejections yesterday. And then I have 13 more that are under review right now. So I'm kind of, it's not the exact same, but like similar. But I went back through and I changed the description and took out the one keyword that I thought was the culprit. I checked it through trademark and everything. For some reason, it was just throwing up a flag. Have you guys ever had that? Like, there's no, I don't know why, but
I don't upload that many, but
when we were able to, I've probably shared this before, and I uploaded all those shirts, and I didn't know Super Bowl was trademarked, and I uploaded like 12 shirts or 15 shirts, and they all got rejected. So.
I mean, yeah, we all made those mistakes. I've done it with Nutella, I think, once, and I was like, oh yeah, why didn't, that's a brand, I can't. But yeah, so don't bulk upload on something when you're not really sure, because now I have 13 more designs up there. I'm kind of
I found out that you can't use authors' words even though they're dead, and or author's name even though they're dead and their stuff is public domain. They consider that author promoting your T-shirt if you use it. We got the dude's dead. He's in the public domain. That was the Alice in Wonderland shirt I did.
Yeah. Jason's laughing at me saying, seriously, you're such a girl, that I didn't know Super Bowl was trademarked. I'm a girl. So how's it going with coming up with new ideas and because you said, Jeff, you hadn't been using all your 3 spots.
I haven't really been thinking merch yet, because like I said, I'm trying to get, like yesterday was the first day since November I had everything shipped. You know, I had 0 to ship. That changed quickly, which is a good thing. But you know, it's hard to think when you're doing other things all day. So the ones I uploaded, I already had done before the lock, before December, and I purchased those designs. So and I'm about ready to purchase a few more.
Well, I hope you watch my video today. I uploaded earlier.
I'll watch it from the waiting room. But I have a few ideas. I've been keeping notes in Mac's little notebook, so I can bring them up when I'm ready to do. I have it actually, this is the first week in 2 months. I have as a goal to get at least 4 merch shirts up to this week. So
yeah. And then Mike just did a video too yesterday, or maybe it was today, about Merch Informer.
Yep.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting I have a affiliate link they sent me. I keep forgetting to put it in. I'm going to put it in there today. But check out Mike's video about Merch Informer and coming up with ideas and things like that, because it's kind of a neat. I have to go explore it more. I've been woefully behind on doing that.
That ad I get on Facebook and Instagram every day.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. I keep getting a merch ad every day. Oh. I think it's Merch Informer.
Yeah, like I said in the video, I just gave it an honest review. It's got a free trial. It's worth checking it out. And I started using the copyright thing on there, the trademark check. So after I made the video, because it was a new feature, I started I inputted like all my niches, all the keywords I use. So now I have like 80 keywords in there. So it's pretty cool because now if one of those things comes up as rejected, it's going to send me a desktop alert and like an alert. So I don't even have to keep tabs on that anymore.
Oh, that's a good idea. See, I really need to get in there and play with it more because I just like I said, I have so many things going on that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a paid service, but
yeah.
I mean, it's worth it for $10.
Yeah, like you were saying, like if you sell 2 shirts,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Check it out.
So, and then what was I going to say? Oh, Mike, so you are able to upload 20 shirts a day. Are you having trouble coming up with ideas?
Yes, and it's been like hit or miss. Like one day it'll take me like 3 hours of researching, kind of, which seems crazy, but once I get a niche I want to hit, or like, kind of like a shirt idea that I can spin, then I can crank the designs out quick within. If you guys have seen my live streams, I can do like I did a design in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But like coming up with something that's gonna work, that's kind of what I've been spending my time on now. Like I don't want to just upload crap. I'm trying to find, a niche or an idea that's gonna work. So it has been harder because I think I'm at 7. I've uploaded to date 1,500 designs, but I only have 620 live right now.
Mm.
So I've had a lot removed. And after you make 1,500 designs, it kind of like I've been down this road before.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I must start uploading the shirts that are removed again, just so I can make my goals.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because then that's what I was thinking. Okay, I've got my folder that I have, because my thing is when I get in the groove, like I come up with a bunch of ideas pretty quickly, and then I'll go for days where I'm like, I can't, even though I keep a list of like this is a good idea to check out, I just don't have that the creative juices flowing. I don't know how else to put it. But then, with those 60 days shirts getting pulled, I'm like, wait a minute, now I've got to decide, like, because some of them, it's like a series that it's waiting for the right person, and I don't want to get into it. But anyway, like, okay, I want to upload those, re-upload some of them, but then I have my new design, so it's just like, what do I, which way do I go?
That's what I'm going to probably do in the next couple of weeks is I don't have that many up. I had 50 live, and I had about 20 pulled recently, so I'm down to 35, 36. I don't know. I'm going to go through those. I feel some of them will sell. It just wasn't their time. I know they have sold on my own website, so I know there's customers out there, so I'm going to reload them and see what happens.
Yeah. And then there was one that I pulled down. I know I talked about it. It was one of my political ones when the freeze was going on, and then they were like, people were getting kicked out and shirts were getting pulled and all that. And I pulled down mostly all my political ones, and I went ahead and put one of them back up, and it made it through the review process and everything. It was one of my best selling political ones. So luckily it went back through and everything's fine. So, but then also when they opened things back up, I went through and edited my prices, because right before they froze everything, I dropped a bunch of prices on things just to try to get things selling so they wouldn't get pulled for that, 60-day, just to see. And then so I went back through, and now pretty much all of my shirts are between $17.99 and $19.99, and they're still selling.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was bummed that we couldn't change, because during those 4 days, I'm seeing sales every hour and going, I want to raise the price because I had it at $14.95.
Yeah.
That's what I do generally, intro it, and once it starts selling, I'll raise the price, and I couldn't do anything, but maybe it was a good thing.
Looking over here.
Yeah, I've been launching at $19.97 now, everything. I was doing a lot of price differences too, like starting out at $14.99 and $16.99, but
Yours are all at $19.97?
I'm just doing everything at $19.97 yet, and it's been working. It's been working the same way.
Cool. Okay, Crazy Leg 2006 wants to know. Hey everyone, can you talk about people who still do not have access to upload or edit designs? I would say just keep designing and then start putting them on other print-on-demand sites. What do you guys think?
Do your own website.
Yeah.
Please don't you do that, Jeff.
Redbubble probably, I think is, I don't know. I'm not even on there. I only have like 8 designs up there, but that's where I've heard other people are having success without driving traffic.
Their payouts so low. And
Yeah.
I think it's only like a couple bucks and you can't change the price. I'm not positive, but that's what I remember.
Yeah, it's
There's
like
a
$1
bunch
or
out
$2 a sale or something.
Yeah, that's why. Like I said, I know Margaret. Whatever. I always promote doing your own website with Printful, and like that shirt that got pulled off Amazon. I've been selling it. I did a Facebook ad on it, and it's been selling on my own website. And they're just as well. I won't say they're as anal as Amazon, but they are still. If you load up something that's copyrighted, they will pull it. And I had that happen with Printful too when I was doing the Pokemon stuff. They wouldn't do it. But I've been selling this T-shirt left and right on my own website.
Where are you hosting your website?
I host with a server called SiteGround. I use WordPress and WooCommerce and then Printful to do the POD.
And how is that going for you, sales wise?
It's not as big as Amazon was, but I still get a few T-shirts every week, and I have a dedicated T-shirt site that I get T-shirts from, and then I have my vinyl decal site that I started putting decals on that as well because I get a lot more traffic on that site, and they're selling on that as well. So,
and then are you using ads to drive traffic or just SEO?
No, just SEO. I do a Facebook ad for that one T-shirt, and I did an Instagram ad in December as well. But generally, I just do SEO.
Yeah, because I have a niche site on Shopify where I fulfill with Printful, but I have to drive most of my traffic through Instagram and Facebook.
Right. Yeah. I don't know how Shopify stores come up in Google. I've been a niche marketer for websites. We're using WordPress for 8 years. And so I know how to get my sites and pages ranked and doing well. I just don't know how Shopify, because it's a big machine. I don't know how Shopify SEOs your individual stores.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why
I have no idea. I try to do page copy like anything else, but I have no idea. I'm just relying on social media, basically.
We actually had a question on Facebook. Somebody asked about wanted us to talk about, and I know it's Teespring, right? That's going to be syncing up with Amazon.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's what they were thinking of. But they asked about Shopify. Is Shopify synced up with Amazon too, or no?
They do something with Amazon. I don't remember exactly what it was. The big advantage of Shopify that I like, that would tempt me but hasn't tempted me yet, is the buyable pins in the Facebook store. They interface well with Facebook, and they have buyable pins so people can buy right off Pinterest. But
yeah.
It hasn't lured me away from WordPress yet because of you have to pay monthly for your store, and
right.
I don't pay really anything for hosting.
Because I think that's their question was more like if you're up, and I think we talked about it a little bit last week, where if you have a shirt on Teespring and you already have one up on merch, is it going to look like a copycat? Or that's a whole nother something I'll have to sit down and figure out.
Google-wise, I would just change up the text in your description a bit, because if you do a copy and paste across all your platforms, Google can see that as duplicates, and one or more of those will get downgraded in rank.
Got it.
Change your descriptions, change your wording on all your platforms.
American Hustle in the chat said, anything with a picture or even a likeness of a political figure is being pulled and rejected. I still see those Trump poops on there, though. And then Steve Green says, where's Sean? Steve, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow at noon. I'm talking to Sean.
Yeah, I use merch research, and I type in my shirt that got rejected because of the Obama logo, and I still see a bunch of them up there, and that frustrates me to some point. But the Buddha side of me tells me just move on. There's nothing you can do. So, but yeah, they're still up there.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess
So
if you push the logo a little bit, it's different.
maybe it doesn't pick it up. Dan says he still can't upload. Boo. Are you approved already? Sorry, Mike. What were you saying?
Yeah, Dan's approved. I've seen him on Facebook, I think, or on YouTube. The Shopify integration for Amazon, I've heard of that, but I think I haven't jumped at that yet because of two things, which kind of worry me, because I know what the margins are on that, and you'll know too if you use Printful, they take a 20% cut of your sale when you push it to Amazon. So, you need to get UPC codes for every single variant. So if you're going to do a shirt with 4 colors, with 5 sizes, then you need 20 UPC codes for one design, and that's a lot. That's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, I ran into that when I was going to put my vinyl decals up on Amazon, and same thing for every size of my decal and every color variation. So if I have 5 sizes and 5 colors of one design, that's 25 variations. I had to have a UPC code for every single variation, and then you have to do a flat file, which I mean, I'm pretty smart, I have to say, but the flat file just screwed me over, and I have yet to do that. So I agree. In taking a 20% cut off of Printful's fulfillment,
I mean, their margins aren't that. They charge higher. Their quality is good, but they charge higher. So I think my niche store I run, just so everyone else knows, I think I run on 20%. That is pretty much my profit margin. Like I'll make $5 to $10 per shirt.
Yeah,
that's good.
If you take, it is good. But that's with you driving your own traffic. So if you're using Amazon and they find your listing, say you sell a hoodie for $39, you take 10% off already. So you might have, and then after fees and stuff, you might have $3 or $4 left if you're lucky. I'm not sure how the fee structure, but it's gonna be really close. So
yeah, I wouldn't use the Amazon just because of the duplication factor as well. Because if they're gonna send a T-shirt up to Amazon that you already have on merch, and you have 2 of the same shirts, you have to kind of watch that too.
Yeah. I just had another question. Someone messaged me. How do you manage what designs you've uploaded? Workflow status. Do you guys want to answer that too?
Sure. I keep folders. I mean, like I have a folder for shirts that are already up there, and then I have a folder. I'll move it over into this other one when if it's one that gets kicked off after 60 days. Is that what you're talking about? Right? How I keep track of all of that? And I try to do have separate folders for the different niches within that. And then I'm trying to be better about uploading to the cloud because I'm right now I have a bunch that are not. So
okay,
my OCD was bad.
What do you do, Jeff?
I just have one folder, and well, actually it's 2 for. I have a folder called T-shirts because I also have a folder called mugs, phone cases, stuff like that. And then within the folder, all I have is the template, Amazon's template file with an underscore in front of it, so it shows up front. Then I have a folder called designs, and I also have a folder called vectors. So I load all my original vectors in the vector folders, and the PNGs go in the design folder, and that's basically it. And then I just go load it to all the sites and kind of do it by memory. And then I have a folder in there also called ideas, where I'll drag images or pictures that I see that I want to inspire me.
Yeah.
Where do you place all your files?
What was that?
Where do you place all your files?
Well, it's just on my documents, but the way Apple Mac works now, everything that's in your documents or in your desktop is automatically in the cloud and shared amongst all your devices. So mine is theoretically already backed up in the cloud.
Really?
I
need to look into that because I haven't.
Yeah. The Mac's new operating system, iOS 10 point whatever it is, your desktop and your document folder are automatically in the cloud on iCloud, and it's automatically shared to all your devices. So I can go to my laptop and have access to my desktop's documents.
Need to update my operating system.
Yeah, I don't have
Sounds like.
anything. It's all automatic.
Yeah. How about you, Mike? What do you do? Because you've got a lot.
I do a little bit more than that. I use Creative Cloud. Since I do all my designs in Illustrator, I use the Creative Cloud, which is Adobe's version. And that lets you sync on all your devices, just like iCloud, but it comes with your, the storage comes free with your subscriptions. So, because my iCloud's full with other stuff. But when I do a design, I upload in a system, which is, I have a t-shirt design folder, and then once you go into that, it goes, I have folders separated by a niche. So if I find a new niche, it gets a new folder. And then within the niches folder, so say I had a running folder, within running, I would have each date that I did new designs in that niche. So it'd be 1.16.17, and then I would place the designs I did on that date in there, so I can keep track of when I designed and uploaded as well.
That's a good idea. Mine gets a bit messy, it's true.
But I just started doing that like 6 months ago when I decided someday I'm gonna want to pay a VA to upload these to other sites, but I haven't found the right person yet.
Yeah.
Which is probably a whole nother channel, or a whole nother challenge.
Next level says, with a folder system, how do you keep track of what's live, multiple sites, statuses, etc.? Good question.
I don't keep track of it. I kind of know. I don't know. I'll go look to the site. If it's missing a shirt I don't have, I'll upload it when I have the time.
Yeah.
My goal is on every platform to have every one of the shirts up, and I still don't even have all of my shirt designs up on my 2 websites, because I went real crazy getting them all up on my vinyl site, so I neglected the t-shirt site. And then I have a onesie site too, where I just do the onesies. So it get hair pulling sometimes, but if I have a dead hour where I really don't have something to do, or I'm bored and want to do something else, then that's what I'll do. I'll just upload new design or old designs to other platforms.
Yeah, and I think too, like, not because I'm on the 500 tier, so yeah, I've got a bunch of shirt designs, but I don't have like thousands and thousands, so it's a little easier to keep track of. But yeah, I need to get a better system probably, for sure.
Yeah, I got about 60 designs, 70 designs total, and so some aren't on merch because I don't want to risk it, but Printful, it's okay. They've accepted it, so not every shirt's going to go on every platform.
So you're doing Printful, and Mike, you're doing Shopify on your website, your own websites.
Yeah.
Well,
I use Printful with Shopify. Yeah. He uses Printful with WooCommerce, you said, right?
Right. We're both
two different shopping cart. They're basically 2 different shopping store integrations, right? Is that how you'd say it?
Yeah. We're both using the same provider, same print on demand. We just have different shopping carts.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to schedule some time with you, Jeff, and figure out how much you charge me to get my blog, all that stuff over, and get it all.
$1 million.
How much?
$1 million.
I can send you 1 million M&Ms.
It's easy, so no worries.
Okay, next level now says, have you ever tried Design Pickle or Freelancer to make your designs? I used Mike to make my designs one time.
Yep.
I tried Fiverr once, and it was a bad experience, but I'm going to give them another shot. I still haven't even used the design that the guy made. So,
yeah, I used it too, and I had to get my money back. It was bad.
It was only $5.
Yeah.
How was that bad?
$5? Mine? Yeah, and every time, I think they just grabbed something. It wasn't like, I think they grabbed something, and any change I made, it was like a whole new image. It was like, wait, no, I like that one, but just change this. It was like, and every time it was like some whole new thing. I'm like, okay, I can't, this is where, no, my time is worth more than $5 for this. Just forget it, scratch.
My guy had a great looking in his little profile, this cool looking design. And when he asked me what I wanted, I said I wanted second amendment, third percenter type design like you have. I love what you have up there. And he came back and he's kind of, can you explain it more to me? You know, you got to say this is a Philippines guy, nothing against the Philippines, but there's a different barrier there. So I pointed him to some of my decals because I've done decals like that. And basically he just took elements out of 3 of my decals and made the shirt, you know, and dude, I could do that myself. I'm looking for somebody to do something a little beyond what I can do. And I just paid the money and moved on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of people that are that have used me on Fiverr that are always like, what? I have a lot of repeat buyers when I have my gig live because no one, even though I'm doing simple stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And then we were talking about this earlier and then we kind of got off track, but you were talking about getting some images, and I just was contacted by a company called graphicstock.com, and they have like 300,000 images, and instead of having to pay for each individual picture, it's like a whole subscription, like a yearly subscription, and it's unlimited downloads. And like right now they've got a free trial where you can download 140 images for free. And they're all commercial, like free to use for commercial projects. So when they said that, I was like, okay, I'll do the video, because then people can get like 140 images to use for their shirts for free. So
is it the video today?
I think I put it up today. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have to watch that.
So even if you just use the free trial, I'm like, shoot, I just bought some, I bought some images off Etsy, and it ended up being like $10 an image with the commercial license or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think we talked about that before, about people buying on Etsy and how you know you can use commercial. You got to be careful and read, because I got one guy, every time he puts something out, I love it, I buy it, and he's only charging $5 a design for commercial use. But there's some other ones. I found out another one on Instagram, and I loved her stuff. But if you read in her fine print, you have to buy a separate commercial license from her, which is only good for so many sales and blah, blah, blah. And it just really turned me off. I mean, she had some great designs, but.
Yeah, the lady I bought from, she was like, because she does decal. She's like, as long as you're not using it as a decal, you can, and it was a separate, by the image, it was like $1 or $2, but then the commercial license for it was like $10. So, but then she did a bulk deal for me. But then I had her go in. I said, well, in your license, it doesn't say anything about print on demand. And I just want to make sure that it doesn't come back to bite me in the ass later. I hate to ask you to rework it, but could you like stick that in there for me? And she did, So it's cool.
I did the same thing with a guy I found that I liked. His wording was a little vague, even though I assumed I probably could, but I asked, and he said, yeah, you can use it for anything. But of course, like most of these people say, you can't upload it to file share, you can't resell it.
Yeah,
like that. But print on demand was fine. And I've used this design for mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, my decals, and I've made my money back. Some of them haven't sold, but the ones that have sold have paid for everything I bought from him, and I'm happy. And like I said, every time I see something new from him, I go get it.
Yeah.
I like it. And it saved me brain power.
Yeah. I haven't done a t-shirt design with an image in it in like my last 300 designs.
Mostly just text-based.
Text-based has been doing the best for me. Every once in a while, when I really want to do something creative, an image works good, but then I just draw it with the iPad Pro is like the biggest thing for me cutting out that other stuff, because I can just draw something.
Yeah, I'm looking for images for not for t-shirts, but for other digital products, books and stuff like that, and notebooks.
Yeah, and when I did this video for the graphic stock, I looked at, I looked on YouTube to see if other people had done it too, and other people had done it for different. I was doing it for print on demand, but some people were doing it for creating stuff for scrapbooks or whatever, But I don't know, it's just kind of cool. So But yeah, it's true. I mean, I was just listening to Merch Mind's podcast this morning, their latest one about, design and what to do and what not to do, and just keeping it simple. Simple seems to do way better than like, I know they keep talking about people wanting these paragraphs or like way too much going on. And Young was like, I don't want some guy staring at my chest for 30 minutes trying to figure out what's going on my shirt. So I'm sure if it was a girl, he wouldn't mind so much. So you guys, you said most of your stuff is just text based.
I think I have one image based up there, and it's sold a couple.
Yeah.
It's one of those public domain pictures that I modified.
Yeah. I have some with images, and usually they do sell pretty good, but like I feel like it's harder to integrate an image into a t-shirt design too a lot of times and make it look good. For me, it has been anyway.
Yeah, I played with this one for hours and hours. Oh crap! What did I do? I'm pressing the wrong button. It was basically a Mona Lisa holding the cat, and I couldn't get it to the way I liked it forever. It took me hours trying to get the cat just right, and the blending of getting the two photos together is, I didn't want to look fake like the cat's on a CGI background or something.
I actually just thinking of like some of the complex, like look at this shirt I have on right now. I don't know if you can see it.
Hang on, let me present you.
It's like a gnome with like some crazy, like just the thought of integrating a shirt like that, but that's obviously.
And then the text on the bottom. Let me see the text on. So it's this weird. I mean, it's cool looking, but then I would really have to and then it's low down. So then I'm like staring in your lap, trying to read your shirt. Maybe that's strategies.
So like, there definitely are shirts like that like this that are.
They look cool.
But like I can't. This is way beyond my design capability, I would say.
Yeah. And then I still don't know, like the bottom part was like this 3 lines of that font that I couldn't, wouldn't be able to read like that. I'd have to really.
I don't even know what it says except for made in San Francisco. Something about beer.
There you go. Maybe that's their label, their weird beer label. But yeah, the last few that I've uploaded have been mostly text-based. There might be one. And then when I do my image, it's like usually just a line drawing. Sometimes I'll have something more in it, but
yeah, if I have a picture in it, it's going to be a graphic image type picture. So the picture and the text is all white or whatever. Like, I don't want to give away your design, but like mine, it might be a fish and the text on it with the fish, but it's all white. It's not all colorful like his was there. Give
away my design?
I know one of your designs, and I have designs similar to it, and I didn't want to.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't care. If people follow me on Pinterest, I gave up with that, because if they're gonna copy, they're gonna copy you. And like I pin my shirts, they're on Instagram.
Too much stress hormones going out, worrying about that stuff.
Exactly. Which one are you talking about?
Oh, your antlers, your
hunting
designs. Yeah, I have a couple hunter designs, and I've only had one that's been selling. One I just uploaded, so
yeah,
that's a good niche.
Yeah, my favorite niche I won't tell though. But if you really wanted to know, you could probably go figure it out. But it's
See, I don't have niches. I just, when I see something, I like it, I'll make a shirt of it, and that's it. I have not got into the keyword researching like you guys do and find niches or trends.
Mike is way more into it than I am. This particular niche just happens to be something I'm interested in, so it comes easier to me to come up with ideas or puns or things because it's something that I'm interested in. I've tried doing some more research, and obviously it's working really well because that's where the money's at. The guys that are making the big time bucks.
Cheryl Ann says that some of my ideas come from people making requests for me, and can you do that? I go, sure, and I make it, and it sells, and I keep it up. So
yeah, I have a friend. Shout out to Zach if he ever watches this. That gave me t-shirt idea, and it's been one of the best-selling shirts that I ever have made. Actually,
That's awesome.
it's
Well,
like my top seller.
my sister has an unusual hobby, and so she's been giving me ideas. Same thing, like, you know, the niche that I really like. So she's been giving me, you know, ideas for shirts, and those have been selling. But then I'm going to give her the royalty for those. So
You're too nice.
I'm too nice.
Yes.
No,
Just give her $5 for the idea and move on.
no, this is a family. Come on.
Yeah, I always buy him a beer. It's good enough.
No, I can't do it.
Send them a free decal.
So I have a question for you, Margaret, because I know we were talking about we've talked a lot about in the past about how using Pinterest, and I know you played around with ads. Is that something that's been successful for you, or are you still on that? Have you given up?
I pulled the plug on it for a bit because I thought I did it right. And then I went and looked at how much it was costing me again. I was like, wait a minute, I thought I did this right. And it was still, so I think it's something I have to go play with again. And then I started, you know, doing the affiliate tag where I could see if it was coming from, you know, Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram. And when I looked there, most of them were just my regular Texas Gal affiliate link, which was coming from, I don't know where, because it was before I did that. But then after that, it was Instagram. And then Pinterest, I had like a few hits, but no follow through on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if some of those that were still linked to Texas Gal were some from before. I don't know. So I just have to go through and play with it again. All these things take time.
They do.
How about you? How's that going for you with the Pinterest? And then you just did a course on it, and I have it, but I haven't had time to watch it yet because of the holidays.
Oh, really?
I know.
I go into the ads on that too. But I had a lot of success this week, actually, in the last 2 days. I haven't touched the ads because fourth quarter was slamming, so I didn't. And ads are more expensive. Advertising is traditionally more expensive around the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
But I put up some Pinterest. I did one campaign and I put 10 shirts under it that were, you know, a hot niche. And that has always been my problem when I go after something that's trending, is getting noticed. So I set, I think, a 20-cent cost per click. I picked like 50 keywords and just let it run. It was like it was a total test, and I got tons of repins. And I only spent $3 in the last 2 days, and I've had like 60 repins from it. And 4 of the shirts that were in there, I've sold like consistently 3 or 4 a day already. So they got noticed. Like, it helped them get noticed somehow. Because usually, like in the past when I've done this, like right near election time, maybe it was more saturated, but I was uploading shirts like left and right trying to get, you know, and I just wanted one hit design. Like, that's just so I could try it, like, because I see all these other people doing it. But now I'm starting to get, I think I have one shirt today that was ranked 40,000. It was 200,000 yesterday. Today it's 40,000. So like, I'm just praying that tonight, you know, it gets that one more jump that it needs.
Is that the one you just sold 17 of, and that one?
Oh, I didn't even check the rank on that. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go watch it.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm going to do it tonight. And then I started thinking, well, maybe, because I was doing the ads kind of like we had talked about, and then I pulled, maybe that was helping me in Q4 without me even realizing. Maybe I didn't connect those dots. So I'll go watch it tonight. I'm going to make that commitment. Because it's true. I mean, if it'll help, and it's not really that time consuming if I think about it.
I mean, I just think if you're not spending a lot, like really, if you're getting one sale a day and you're making what, $7 off of that sale, you can afford to try to put $5 a day in on Pinterest ads. And I think you could drive like a lot of extra traffic with it. I'm gonna continue testing it to see how good it is, but no one's using it. Like, not a lot of people are using it.
I'm gonna go watch the course today, and I did it before, but I think I just had it set up wrong because my fees were still higher than I wanted, even though I don't know what I did wrong. So
Yeah, I don't know if you have played around with it, Jeff, but it's way cheaper. Instagram and Facebook, like you can spend money. Like I'm spending money there, running ads over there for my other site. It'll convert, but you got to spend like a
Yeah.
lot to play over there.
That's why I haven't done it that much. I mean, I've done one Instagram. I've done a few Facebook ads last year for T-shirts and for decals and stuff. Facebook just doesn't seem to convert as well.
I think Joe said he did one and only got like one sale off of it or something like that.
I mean, I haven't looked at my last campaign I did for that T-shirt. I know I got some sales. I haven't gone back and looked to see if they were organic or from the Facebook ad, because I've been getting organic sales on the shirt for a while now, and I'm just trying to boost it. So, but I got busy and I haven't checked the results, and that's the problem. If you're not checking the results, you don't know what works. But I got too many fingers and too many pies, and
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
giving me a headache.
So, Mike, have you totally pulled out of eBay, or are you still a bit on eBay?
No, I just saw Periscope yesterday. This week I'll have a video coming out for my sales update where I show the biggest sale that I had of 2016.
Oh, yeah?
It was a pretty awesome sale. It's a leather jacket, and I think it sold for $399. And that was in December, so that was pretty awesome. And I did some listing yesterday, and that was fun. So if anybody watches me from eBay, yes, I miss it, but yeah, I had a lot of fun listing yesterday.
That's the problem, keeping up with everything. I make a point, I have the shipping to do. I try to get at least 5 eBay listings done a day. I try to get at least 1 or 2 vinyl decal designs up a day, and then trying to find time for merch and create space and video games. It's just
Yeah, I just started Create Space too. I've been doing one thing a day. It's either all merch or I split my days up. So I'll do 2 merch, 1 eBay, and then I'm starting Create Space because I'm trying to kind of branch out as many ways as I can, because merch scares me having so much in
one basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my goal for the year, I haven't even written on my board yet, but passive income is my thought of the year, and I want to get my passive income equal to my expenses, so eBay is more fun.
Oh, yeah.
So
what are y'all doing on Create Space? That's
notebooks, stuff like that, books, I don't know.
Yeah.
Planners. Yeah, you can use once you start designing. I was realizing that there's other opportunities that you can take stuff
We'll have to
and
talk
transfer
about that.
into
'Cause
creative.
That's through Amazon too, right?
Yeah.
But they print like your designs. You can lay it out, right, Jeff, and then print it as a physical product.
Yeah.
Because I've heard Chris Green, I think, talk about that with his little boy wrote a book or something and put it up on Create Space to sell. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be written books. It can be
No.
like a notebook. And there's other sites that do. I just ran across a site that does spiral notebooks. Is it Teespring? No, maybe it's Redbubble.
But Teespring maybe, because aren't they're rolling out new designs?
They're rolling. But I think it's Redbubble. I was going back to I have calendars on Redbubble that I created almost 10 years ago and just forgot about, and they're still selling every year between December and January. And so I went up to Redbubble once I got a sale, and I was going to make some more T-shirts. And then I saw, they have the spiral notebooks and all this other stuff, but the payout on them is just so thin for T-shirt and stuff. I get $8 per calendar, so
that's nice.
And
Dan said Redbubble does notebooks.
Yeah.
I saw the notebooks there, and they do the phone cases and everything with your design. But like I said, the payout's so thin. I don't know how much effort I want to put into that site. It might be one of my bottom tier sites. That's what I need. I need to rank the sites from payout high to low, so I know what to focus on. And maybe I'll do a few Redbubbles when I'm caught up on other sites.
But actually, Do you think it's more the payout or the volume? Because I think if you're getting like $2 a notebook, like that'd be good. But I don't think you're ever going to do that kind of volume on
Yeah,
Redbubble.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I sell maybe 4 or 5 of these calendars each year in December, so the volume's not really there. But calendars is a I'd have to check. I think they adjust their calendars for when you buy it. I'm not positive. I know there was a site that did that. So if you bought in June, you got a 12-month calendar from June to June. I don't know if Redbubble did that, does that or not. But, so it's a narrow time for calendars when they'll sell, but it was just a lot of effort. I think more effort to load it, Redbubble. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. That's why I said VA. I uploaded 10 and I was like, no.
That's why I say it's the effort to get your product up there versus the payout. And I think I'm going to make a list because there's a lot of sites out there now to do it. I found there's Gear Bubble, which I can't even think now, but Gear Bubble had something against it that I haven't jumped on, but a lot of people are jumping on. And there was another POD site I found, and I can't remember the name now. I think I talked to you, Margaret, about it because their cost was lower than Amazon's per t-shirt, and they didn't have the variety compared to Printful. You know, I was tempted for one moment there to jump boat on Printful and go over to the site, but the variety wasn't there.
T-Launch?
No, it wasn't. It hadn't T. It was. I can't think of the name, but it's a relatively new, and it's not just t-shirt. They do have hoodies, and they do have the phone
Go
case.
back and read it, or go back and watch, because I remember you talking about that last time.
Yeah, I just can't remember the name of the site, and it's driving me nuts now. It's going to give me another headache.
No, don't get a headache.
But their cost point, like on t-shirts, was only $5 a shirt, and you can do a markup whatever you want. You know, and you know, Printful, their cost on their cheapest t-shirt is $13, and even merch is $11.
That'd be an interesting list to see if you do it. I think it'd make a good video. I mean, if you ever go, do it, go put it out there.
Another finger for another pie. And,
yeah.
But yeah, there's something that told me no. And they have a WooCommerce and they have a Shopify plugin, so it's all print on demand. You couldn't use it like Teespring.
I want to get with you next week, Jeff, to do to help me with the website thing, if you have time.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. And I do want to pay you for your time, because your pimp will come get me if I don't.
In t-shirt designs.
Yeah. Cool. We're just about at the hour, you guys. I think we had some really good discussions.
Yeah. That's what I mentioned here.
Someone just listed off every single
design
there is out there. It looks like next level.
Society 6, Redbubble, Zazzle, Cafe, Press, Etsy, Sunfrog, Teespring, $6 shirts, Teazilly, Spreadshirt, Custom Cat, Screen, TeePublic, Threadless, Viral Style, Customized Girl, Print, Aura, T-Chip, Represent, Printful, Custom Cat, Motif, that's a European one, T-Launch, Bonfire, oh gosh, Raygon, don't be any bad words because I'm just reading them. Fabri-Lily, Design 4, T-Booster, Thread Me Up, T-Gear, T-Coon, Jack of all threads, dang.
And it's not in that list, so.
Yeah, there's another one somewhere.
I was going to say, Printful also happens to them as Etsy. Printful does have an Etsy module that you can sell your t-shirts and stuff through Etsy.
Oh, okay. We got to get this going, because I have a different design shop on Etsy.
And just to hack before I go, I mentioned I started putting designs up on eBay just to see how they would do, and I put 4 designs up so far, and I haven't sold any yet. I have watchers. We'll see. I'm gonna keep trying.
So, Mike, Traveling Troy asks, "Are you still going on your trip in February?"
Yes, I leave on the 1st.
Oh, but we'll still get to talk to you because you're doing remotely stuff.
Yeah, I might be able to do some chats in Thailand.
That's exciting. I'm
I
excited.
should have Wi-Fi over there. Some places, if I'm not out, I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have any plans, so.
So I linked you guys down in the comment section below, and I'll put a link in there too for the Merch Informer. And then I did that other video earlier today if you want to go check it out for the free trial for 140 downloads of images. So
Nice.
thanks you guys so much for
Yeah.
coming on.
Nice chatting again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for coming on and watching, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, hit the like button. I always forget that. Dang it.
Okay.
Hit the like button before you go, guys. We'll talk to you later.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.